Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 12 of the Jaffa Factory 2 Tech Overload. Yeah, we are back here in the Jaffa Factory world once again. And basically since last episode, I found a way to somewhat make this tree farm work. You know, in the last one, we had a few issues with basically all the trees were clumping together. And it was actually just one big tree, which this just did not want to mine. It didn't really like it just took the bottom layer. Now, after a few different stages, I tried a few different things, and this probably isn't perfect, but it seems to be working much better. So firstly, like I had said before, it could be the tick rate, so I did slow down the tick rate on the server, and it seemed to have improved it a little bit, however it wasn't quite enough because they were still clumping when growing together. So I have gone and put in sand to make it so that they alternate where they can be placed. Essentially just so that it splits the trees up, they can't grow into, two next to each other. Basically, that shouldn't necessarily be the issue. However, it is. By the looks of it, it seems to be working perfectly now, so I am glad about that. Now, afterwards, I did also just make a little system to bring the charcoal into a barrel. That was all I added, and then in that barrel, I have just added a compacting upgrade, so it turns it straight to charcoal blocks, because we're going to be able to use those on today's project. I want to make a steam engine from Create. Now, as far as I'm aware, they're not the easiest things in the world, but also not too hard. There's a few things we need to think about to begin with, and the biggest one is going to be blaze burners. Now, I'm wanting to make a system with 4 blaze burners, and hopefully we should be able to do that. It will require us to go to the nether to go and collect some blazes, but that will be actually hopefully the easier part of this. And also, we're going to need a load of copper. So, I want to start by starting to break some of this down, cooking it off. So, I want to test. Is there still a way to smelt in here using sand? No. So there used to be a way before. There was, you could use sand and an item in the induction smelter, and it would basically give you a chance for extra to come out of that dust. But that was in a much older version. So yeah, we want plenty of copper for this because we're going to be making, if I can find it right, fluid tanks. So these will allow us to basically put a load of water into them. We use the blaze burners to boil that, and then we will make the actual steam engine block itself, which is this. This is actually fairly easy to make. I couldn't believe how easy this was meant to be. And as you can see, yeah, 1024 RPM. Up to 65,536 SU. That's way more stress units than we're getting right now. I think all those water wheels, which is ridiculous, it looks awful, but that's only making 5,500 if I remember rightly. It was a few episodes ago that we worked that out, but I think it was around that. That does remind me though, I did finally sit down and do the stress calculations for this system. We only needed 2. I had 6 on here, so I just broke those down. I did a little bit more compact, but I do want to make this system look better in the meantime. However, right now, it's very ugly, but also temporary. This will all eventually move into the factory building as we start to build it up. So that's where we're at the moment. You can see we're collecting the old saplings. I tried acacia as well. I can't remember. I think I started with oak. I tried acacia thinking, okay, well, they don't, go into groups of 4 and build a big tree. However, that doesn't really make a difference. So that's why the acacia saplings are in there. It ends up being that, the only option really is to use Jaffa saplings because they're a nice small tree. They don't grow in the way and they seem to grow a little bit slower as well. So that was the best option for us there. So getting started with the steam engine, I need to go to the nether and fill up these blaze burners. Now, thankfully we have been to the nether a couple times. We have got a waystone there at the fortress. So I spelled fortress wrong on there apparently. I didn't even realize at the time. So bobbing through here. I think there's a blaze spawner somewhere around here, if I remember rightly. Probably should have brought some armor. But at least our atomic disassembler is going to help us. Oh, hello. Can I knock it back at you? No, I missed. Fair enough. Yeah, a bow maybe would have been helpful, but, is what it is. This is a blaze spawner here, right? Yeah. I might even be able to actually reach him. No, not quite. Oh, this is not a good idea, really. Doesn't help I've also got the volume turned down on my headphones. I didn't realize that until just then. Come on. Alright. I'm gonna go get a bow or something, I think. because he's doing my head in. Back to the Jaffa Factory, or at least what will eventually be. I feel kind of bad that the waster is named after a factory and there's just not one here. So if we got like a bow or a crossbow, can we at least make one? Can. Thankfully I had just enough there, and then arrows, we've got some. That'll do. That will do. So back through. I don't want to have to deal with these ghasts anymore. Oh, hello. We've got a mosquito. Right. Where'd that ghast? Is it all the way up there? I'm not even going to reach him from here, am I? No. Well, thankfully when he's up there, he's not bothering us. So, blaze spawner. Just here. Come on, need some blazes. I know I can click on the spawner here, but I think that might destroy it. So maybe we test that for the last one. Is that another blaze spawner over there? Is that going to be more active? It does look like it might be another spawner. Yes. Okay. Blaze. There's 1, 2. You can see it puts the blaze in the burner. It's quite cool. Come on, blazes. Does it want me to kind of like approach it again? I don't even know. Surely blazes normally spawn much faster than this. I want to test this actually. We've got 2 blaze spawners. Does it just take the... Oh, you can just right click and it takes a straight up spawner. Okay, no worries. So we can just do that. I was worried it would destroy the spawner if we take it from the spawner. So thankfully that is not the case. That's it. 4 blaze burners. Can hopefully just get ourselves a way back here. Let's grab him. There we go. Back to over here. Now this is going to be the main component for actually heating everything. I'm going to need to work out a way of actually feeding it, but I've got a couple ideas just using some mechanism pipes because it's going to be so much easier than dealing with the other stuff that we've had to so far. Eventually we'll be able to use a mechanical arm from Create, but I don't have the stuff for that right now. Or at least I don't have the time to make the stuff to make that work. So, with the copper that we've got, I'm going to keep cooking this up. So I know for certain for the steam engine I need to make this. I might as well just start crafting from that. So, I don't know if we've got any gold plates. We might still have one. Yep, so steam engine. Oh, apparently we've got blocks of copper in here as well. Got multiple blocks. Okay, that's going to help us. So, steam engine and then... Is it a fluid tank? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Need copper sheets. I can definitely do. Don't know how many I'm going to need. I guess we'll just stack into it. Keep that copper dust as well so we can cook that up. Right. The blood sack we got from the mosquito. Let's put that away. Throw this over here just to keep working. So my plan in the long term is to put the... I say in the long term. The plan for today is to be able to... Oh, wow. I am failing like awfully there. Yeah, so we're going to put upstairs in here our steam engine. And then hopefully that'll be able to supply, you know, any creative stuff we want to make that's going to use a bit more power. It should be a lot faster too, hopefully, instead of having to rely on these water wheels. I will try and get it set up into the system downstairs. However, I don't want to like overspeed everything and cause an issue. So yeah, that will be a slower progress getting that in place. Now, where are we at? How's our storage looking as well, by the way? Yeah, we're going to need to change this out very quickly. We got much nether quartz. 62. Well, if I need another furnace of some degree, really. Grab some coal. Do it in a manual furnace. You know, back in the old ages. Just got getting some silicon cooked up. So hopefully that should be enough plates for us there. Got like half, so we can come get the rest. This should be enough, actually, maybe. Can't think how many I'm actually going to need. So if we do a 2x2, we do like 2x2x3, which makes it 12. We need to make, we can make 18. I did already pre-craft some barrels with all the wood we were making. So let's make the 18. See if we can do it 2x2x4. That would be better if we can. And that should be hopefully enough. So almost there. I don't think we had that many left, did we? I'll let it do its thing. yeah, we don't actually have a good way to get upstairs either at the moment. We will start looking to jetpacks at some point soon, because they are cool. There we go. Right, but in the meantime, we'll just make some pretty basic, probably most likely dirt stairs, just because they will all be getting switched out as we get, you know, elevators and jetpacks and all that fun stuff to come. So, let's get, hopefully, should be pretty much everything I need. Can I make a second steam engine just because I can? I think that will allow us, we should have enough. I turn that all the copper back out into this, and yeah, that should allow us to get, you know, a whole lot more power from it, hopefully, as long as it's hot enough. We'll make 2 of those. And then, you know, this might actually be the best way to get up, as long as I can actually make it. No, I can't. We need blocks. Just literally a few well, that will do it. Do I have anything? No, I don't have in my backpack. We don't actually have everything we're going to need to make this working right now, though. I will have to craft a couple more bits in a second. I think it's just the idea of getting it in place. That was really messy. Why did I do it like that? So yeah, we can get up from here. Now, I'm thinking just in this corner. It's near the water. Actually, not even that we'll need that water, to be fair, now I think of it. Because we are going to utilize the mods we have in the pack, use more of our tech approach, and make an aqueous accumulator. So I have actually already added it to my thing here. I've got all the stuff to make it, and it's basically infinite water. It's nice and easy. So, 4 blaze burners. Then we're going to add our fluid tanks on top. If I remember rightly, you can then just like click and it'll add it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I definitely miscounted that as well, but I'm hoping this can then become steam engine. Can it? Let's find out. Yes. So, size is saying it's good. Water obviously not good, and neither is heat because we need to add it in. But it's wanting 10 millibuckets per tick. We can very much do that, I think. So we want to make the aqueous accumulator, which all I needed was a redstone server. I have already made that. It's literally iron and redstone. And there we go. Aqueous accumulator. We're going to want 2 buckets of water, and we're going to want some mechanical pipes. The only other thing that I am going to need on that as well is also a configurator. We won't have the stuff for it just yet, but we can do that. And then configurator. I'll just have to charge this up, and this will allow us to work on the pipes, basically. Allow them to automatically export the water. We won't have to worry about using the create pumps because they're just not great. So there you go. That should be more than enough. I'm assuming this aqueous accumulator will feed us enough water. It has done for me in the past. However, this is no longer the past. Yeah, maybe I should be moving this. Move it forward a little bit. Allow us a little area for a water pool and stuff like that. I will switch out what we're using, but just for now, let's at least plot it so we know what we've got. Aqueous accumulator. Like so, that allows us to have 2 sides of water, which is enough for it to work. And then it will be... Yeah, I suppose then we can just have 4 beds. So I just need to go forward like a couple blocks. And then 2, 3, 4, and then boop, boop, boop. With... Maybe I do have it on... I don't know which way I want it to run. We'll go on the side here for now. See how this goes. And then you can add shafts on them, and it looks really cool in a moment. Actually, we can have them rotate different directions, can't we? But, you know, the stress will stack on these, which is probably why it's good to keep it. So yes, we've got the mechanical pipes. And just have them go into there. I can set this to, if I remember rightly, just shift, right click, get pull mode. And then we need 2 buckets of water. I think I've already got 1, so we can just do one and then the other. I should have placed this down before I jumped down. That would have been smart of me. So 1. And then 2, and I'm hopeful that should end up being enough water. Apparently this can only do 2,000 stress units? Or is that because of the heat? Like, when the heat goes up, is that going to change? Because I'll say 2,000 stress is not a lot. Let's find out. Let's grab some charcoal. I won't plumb this in straight away, just in case that is the case. Because that would be bad if that was... No, like that. Grab like charcoal blocks, right. I don't know if it adds them all into each one, so I will split the stack just in case. Oh no, it does do one at a time. So we then heat this up. Okay, no, 65,000. That's much better. So in theory, then be able to get a couple shafts. Yeah, 65,000 stress is much better. And then you'll see this will start turning. I don't know why it was my offhand. But yeah, this will turn this, as you can see. And that is making 16,000 stress on each one. Okay, so the boiler can do 65,000, but these can only do a maximum of 16,000 on each. We are probably going to want, you know, a couple more steam engines off of here. We'll do a little bit of quick maths here. Essentially 4. So we can get 4 engines on here, I believe. Be at max speed. Or max power at least, not necessarily speed. So let's try to do that. Where's our copper? Would you make it? No, we didn't make it onto blocks. Good. So 1, 2. Steam engine. And then with those, we're going to need a load more shafts. And I do want to connect up with some belts, just so they are running on the same line. So there we go. In fact, they may automatically connect anywhere. I cannot actually remember. They do. No, they will connect sideways if done right. However, yeah, so they'll connect together. Then we'll have to do this and that. And then this line here basically should then be, you know, quite a high stress count. Let's grab our stressometer and check that. As well as I'll grab a speedometer as well. Type ometer. Right, both of them. I want to see what speed it's going right now. It looks about 32. It's much faster than 16. Maybe 64 even, I don't know. So, the stressometer says, yeah, so we're making 65,500 stress. That is great. That's exactly what we want. And the speedometer, it's going at, oh, 64 RPM. Nice. So this can now power our systems, you know, downstairs, elsewhere, whichever we need. It's really going to depend, though, on what speed we wanted to feed through to the other systems, I guess, because we don't want to break everything. What happens if I do just... to be fair, they are the wrong way anyway. But in theory, should be able to take out this system here. And I don't think that's directly up, is it? Well, it is. I can run it from there. Is this then running in the wrong direction? No, this is all running in the right direction. Anything I'm thinking, this is probably running way too fast over here now, is it? No. It's still geared okay. In which case, we're fine. It's all running off of upstairs. So we can thankfully and finally take this ugly system out of play. Yeah, I believe it's not connected to anything at all, is it? No. Great. And he can go as well. He was annoying me. Right. So yeah, hopefully the system's still working then. Without too many issues. Am I going to need to work that? No. Just making tough quite slowly. The tough still coming through? Yeah, it is. Okay. It just really is very slow, isn't it? There's the problem we have with this system. how is this all still powered? You know, so slowly. I know I'm bringing it down in speed. But I didn't realize I was bringing it down from 64 RPM. I thought that was much slower of a system. That works out well. Should all be... There you go. I'm really happy about that. Now we need to make it so that this doesn't all turn off by powering the boiler, basically. So we need to make some item pipes. I can't remember what the actual... It's like transporters or something. Pipe. No, so it's going to be... There you go, yeah. Logistical transporters, which are easy enough to make. We just need to do the metal infuser bits. Need some coal, some iron. Problem with this machine is it is slow. Let's go for speed upgrades. I don't think they're that bad to make, are they? Oh, we need to infuse alloys, in which case we're going to need to use a metal infuser. Great. I've got enough coal. I can dump that. Let's go redstone and iron. It's one of those, the resources aren't a worry right now because we're getting them from elsewhere. So. Let's get up the recipe for speed upgrade. Osmium dust in the middle though. That is going to be the concern. However, we have actually plenty of raw osmium. So let's do the enrichment chamber. It's working right. Yep. Fused alloys should be the easy bit. Hopefully, we've got enough glass. We have. So that should at least make us 2 upgrades. Then they can go straight in. Hopefully make this a bit easier for us to get more. That should make us another 1 plus 1 more, make us another 2 upgrades. I don't know what the power usage is going to go up to, whether that'll be an issue or not. However, we will soon find out. Still not that fast. Then let's have another 2. The good thing is you can take them back out, in which case we can put them in the other machines we've got here. But I'd like to think you can put, you know, quite a few. That's way better. So that should then be enough. We'll put the iron in with coal. And then want another half stack for turning the rest of it into steel. And then in the middle it was the basic circuit, which is we actually got up to the advancements as well, speed it up. So basic control circuit is just osmium and redstone, so we can definitely do that. We let this run through. We should really need a couple steel anyway to begin with, so it's more the idea of just letting it go. 1. Oh, we do still need to cook them though. That's annoying. Let's keep feeding these through. There you go. That's enough steel to make 1 set. Oh, we're going to need to do the mechanical. Sorry, the circuit. But, oh, I forgot one. Even better. So that's the basic, and then we want the infused alloys. Like that. Makes advanced ones. Great, stay a bit faster. It's nighttime. Let's not go out there. Oh, I actually love that achievement. It's called, yeah, conveyors are so yesterday. So it knows the pack, yeah. So yeah, we'll use these just for speeding up this part. It's going to make it much easier to put them in. Those charcoal blocks actually last a while by the looks of it as well. They're still going. I fully thought they would have stopped by now. So I want to go. Oh, can you not pipe into them? Never mind, we have hit a snag in our problem. In that case, we're going to need to use deployers. That's also possible. I can do deployers, but that's a little annoying. Okay, so can you just keep feeding deployers with stuff? I don't even know. So, can I make a few more deployers? I don't know how much brass I've got. Brass. Got some. Turn it all to plates and hope we don't need any more. That sounds like a plan. Right, almost there. There we go. So how many deployers will that make us? I can't in my head. I think it should do us the 4, right? Because we've already got 1. Oh yes, it's only 4 per, isn't it? So we need just 3 more. Great. And then, I don't know if we've got any more electron tubes. How many have we got? The 1. Okay, right. Quartz, rose quartz. I saw it in the previous episode, by the way, while I was editing. It was right there. I just looked straight past it. Which was a big blunder on my behalf. But it's fine. It just made me look a bit silly. I literally said to myself in the video, oh, I must have spelled it wrong. I didn't. I'm just blind. Alright. That's 6. I think that's more than we needed anyway, but it was to... This, right, electron tubes. 2, 3, 4 means the maximum we're going to need. And boom. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. There we go, we've got 4. Now, I don't know the best way to power, like, to give these enough items, whether you can use a hopper on them or something. But what I do know is I want to keep them... Ooh. It's going to be a thing of supplying them with power as well. Now, I suppose because they're in action, they don't need to be, you know, turning in a specific direction, in which case a couple gearboxes should allow us to do this. I've got 2 gearboxes. I just turned the vertical one back into a standard gearbox. And hopefully this will do it. We still need to get the items into the deployers, but hopefully it will. I see what I've done here. They need to be on opposite sides. That's not going to do it. Which tells me I'm going to need to have these here, which is really annoying. Can I, like, feed these with transporters? I can. That's good. I'm going to need a few more of them, though, but we can do that now. Oh, wrong one. So like that. Let me just put this back to the regular wrench, I believe. Or configure is what I need on. Just a little side note, and at the end of this episode, I have just realised that I had placed the deployers 1 block too close, and I am dealing with that as we go. Like between this episode and the next one, they will be sorted. Yeah, little mistake from me on that end, but I did notice it before I came offline, so hopefully we are all good. We'll just have to... Wow. Oh, there you go, so it's finally died out. Oh, so it still does do the 2000 without any power. So passively makes 2000 stress, which still runs our whole system downstairs. That's kind of cool. So even if it dies, it will keep going. I just want like a belt between these. That could do it. And then... No, that needs to be... Oh, it doesn't quite do it. Trying to think the best way to run this. Oh, I can... No. Should be a way to do it, but... I don't want it to be super messy up here. I guess. So we want to turn it off of this system. Which, I mean, for one, let's just get this going again. There we go. So I'm thinking the best thing really, what I can do here to be to go straight down for 2 belts, which is really awkward, but I can then attach that again there. And that's a way of doing it, at least for now. Maybe chain drives would have been the better way to do that, actually. Let's look quickly. Have we got any chain drives? I have 1. That's 4 should be enough. This is probably a way better way of doing it, but I will grab belts just in case. Let's make them up. Got any? Yeah, we have. Oh, we can make enough for 1. Yeah, so we can make this work either way, but chain drives might be the much better way of doing it right now. Let's see. Oh yes, I can't change direction with them, can I? Ooh, that's a concern until I go like that. There we go. And then it shouldn't matter which way it's going, it should just do it. So then I can these onto here. Hopefully. I want to make it so that doesn't connect. As well as that. In fact, I can use that belt to my advantage. Can you pull off of a belt using this? We don't have to make any more of these. And then we can... Oops. Apparently we can affect the deployers with the configurator. Right, I need to do this, and then can I do push? I just want to see if I can send blocks over to there. So if we then get just a chest of some degree and a bunch of these blocks. I don't want too many to clutter my inventory, but there you go. Right. And then just a chest. Remember to use that belt as an advantage so we don't have to make more of the... I've only got... Yeah, I can't remember to use planks because it's got certain chests. Yeah, oak chest, for example. So if we do this, in theory... Well, of course, I'll plumb this into that other system. But it should be possible to... like, have it so it... Let's it into those. The only issue with this one is if it backs up, it's going to back up on the belt, actually. I didn't think of that. So it's going to back up in the pipe, trying to go somewhere. No, we are going to need to use the pipes. It's cool that it works, though. Yeah, I didn't think about that. The fact that it's going to, you know... The good thing about these pipes is if it gets full, it will hold it. Whereas the conveyor belt will just try and, like... It will stop as far as wherever it gets full, which is not what we want to do when it's connecting things together. So in that case, we want to make more logistical transporters. Which I don't have any of the stuff for. There's the steel dust. We've got enough steel. We then want to make another basic, which is osmium and redstone. Don't know how many redstone. 2 apparently. Like that. Basic control circuit. Steel. Like that. And then it's uses on that. Boom. There you go. Advanced. It's not too bad. It's just a little bit of something to work out the intricacies for. And hopefully this should then mean once we can power the system up top. Yes, it's just dropping those there. Right. So yeah, as soon as any chests is needing, or any of the deployers are needing to... See, what's it got? 64 in there, 64 in there. Is it just holding them somewhere, or is it wasting them? That's what I'm worrying about. 64 in there, 64 in there. Oh, and they're just holding the 6 in there. Great. So yeah, this should then keep it powered hopefully pretty much forever, unless I overstress the system, in which case everything stops. However, the water doesn't. The problem we're using to create pumps for the water system is that if the boiler stops, so does the pump. So it's like kickstarting it requires a bunch of power from external sources to start the pump up again. So at least that means that the water is going to be constant. And I think we are using like the water at full speed by the looks of it. It's not building up in here at all. But yeah, 65,000 stress units we can make here. And it means that I may as well just leave this here, and we're making 60,000. So we can even actually have another engine on here if we needed to. You know, that's pretty cool. Oh, no, never mind, actually. Remaining capacity 65,000. We've just got 60,000 to use. So the system downstairs is using about 5,000. Which works. You know, that's cool. Right, I am so glad I managed to get this set up this episode. So once again, as always, thank you so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I have been Thundie, and you have been absolutely wonderful. And I will see you in episode 12. All the best. Take it easy. Bye.